So today we will be going over our online portals. This is some really powerful and robust software that we have invested in, and we feel it's really great, and we're excited to show it to you. Some of the things we will be covering are personalization and approvals, product types that we can put in, built-in payment processing and shipping integration, reporting features that come along with this, and just how easy it is to use and easy reordering and whatnot. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and start showing you the software. All right, so this is the storefront in a nutshell. As you can see here, well, what you're seeing, everything is customizable. Let's start there. Everything from the colors to the branding to messaging here and here, and the categories. And not only that, but you can decide who sees what based on their login. So we can actually limit what people see as you deem necessary. Just to show you that this can, for just an instance of that. So if I logged in as someone who didn't have access to certain items, it would limit what I could see. And another example of completely changing, you'll see my logo and my colors did change for this store. So we can do that on a store basis. We can do that on a group basis, and really kind of make it customizable if you have subgroups inside your organization or your company. We will be spending most of our time in this. Another great thing about this is the approval process. So we can make it so that anything that is ordered can be approved by one or multiple people within your organization. So that can be done by the user, it can be done by the item, it can be done by a budget or a spending limit, and that can be done in a tiered format. So if one manager has the ability to approve for a certain budget, but anything above that budget needs to go to a different person, we can have that all set up. So really flexible with the approval process, and not necessary, but is a great option to have. Basic navigation of the storefront is right here. We do have a contact us option. We default that to us, but that can be put in as anyone. If you want them to contact you, we can definitely do that. This is, though, our direct number and my direct email address. And then we do have a help desk option in there, so that if there is an issue or a item that's missing, they can log that help desk ticket and we can view that and get it fixed right away. And again, that can be viewed by us here and people inside your organization that you would like to have access to that as well. Again, like I said, this is a user-based program, so we want this to be when someone logs in, they're seeing information that is pertinent to them, that they have access to, and can get to it as quickly as possible. A major goal of ours is to make this as clean and easy to get to as possible, as far as getting to the right product in a fast manner. So we do put things into what we call categories, and then inside the categories are the products that would be pertinent to that category. So as you can see here, these are our print products, and we can not only do that, but we can put categories within categories. So this can be organized in whatever manner you'd like. As far as a part goes, you'll see here, this is my parts window. Got a nice image here, which I can open up and view. I've got just a quick title, the minimum order, the either the order now, the personalize or the add to cart option, which is how you basically order the item. We'll get there in a second. This more details just gives you a quick drop down, a little more information of what that item entails. A part history item, so this goes into our reporting, but basically anytime someone uses a part, it goes into our history, so you can see that here. And then a favorite option, so we can favorite items for quicker recall and ordering. Going in further, we can see a little more of that information, including item type, quantity on hand. We can do inventory. So if we were to mass print or mass produce something for you, we can inventory that here. And this software will keep track of what that inventory is, where it is, and at any point in time, if that inventory gets low, we can set times where when it reaches that certain point in inventory, it'll automatically send us and you an email letting you know that that inventory is low. And we can set that at any interval and just make sure that we don't run out. I can also click on this window and see a larger image. If I click on the order now option, we can also add attributes or things here to kind of narrow down what they're wanting. So I know that I'm wanting a windowed envelope. I can change my quantity. And we have these in breaks so that we know that they're getting the right price and when they, with the quantity that they want. So I'll go ahead and add that to the cart. You can see that's added up here in my cart. Another great thing that we can do, if I open up this letterhead here, is we can cross-sell. So if you know that an item is usually sold together or works in tandem, we can put that down here in the recommended items, and it'll show not only here, but it will show in the cart. So if I just decide to forego that and add that to the cart, you'll see that that is still showing in the cart later on. One of the great things about the software, though, is its variable data and the ability to handle products that are customizable. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up this postcard real quick to show you. You'll see in this postcard, I've got some variable data in here. Refresh this real quick. Our internet's giving me issues. Sorry, just a moment. All right, so when I hit personalize, you'll see here that I've got, I can fill in all of these fields. And I can also, we can set up a database for you. So if you have locations or users or anything like that, we can create a database so that you can just click on that person and it'll automatically fill all that for you. And I can build that proof and have it set up automatically to just save you some time from having to type things. So you can see it did change that information down here. And on the back here, it did fill all that out for me. Doesn't mean that I can't come in here and add something and build that proof again. You'll see here now that that has added that suite one. We can also lock down those fields so they can still fill out, but you can make it so they can't make edits. And we can do that for as many or all of these as you'd like. We can also view our previously ordered options. So if we've ordered this before and we know that's one we want to use, instead of having to go through this whole thing, I can just have it do it real quick and we're set to go ahead and order. And like I said, we use this for business cards, we use it for envelopes, anything that can be customizable, this is great for. When I hit continue, it's going to ask me that I have verified the spelling and that I approve the proof. And I do have to initial that. So I can go ahead and accept and add another, or I can just accept and add it to the cart. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Another thing that we can do with this system though is mailing. So if you do have a mailing list that you would like these postcards sent to, you can upload that list here and we can actually get that mailed out for you. So that's an option. I'm going to go ahead and skip that for now and skip it to the cart. And I can go ahead and enter the quantity that I want. And it's going to update for me. Apparel is used in much the same way, but we've really kind of locked down how this works and really made it a very quick and easy buying experience. I'm going to go ahead and show you on this round neck top here for a scrub. So as you can see here, I see my colors available. I can select my size. And in this case, I can also enter in my name to go on the right chest here, just for some personalization options. So again, we can add these kind of things in as you like. There's a nice picture of it. Go ahead and add that to the cart. And we can personalize that as well. We can make that so it's buttons. We can make it so that there's just drop-down colors. That's customizable as well. And just to show you, we can make it so that if you're ordering for a large group, we can do that as a bulk order. So to show you that, oh, that was the wrong one. Here under admin products, I go to, because usually admins would be the one who would order for a large group. It's going to pull in all of these colors and all the sizes. Now, just take a second because it's pulling in all those different items. And it does that because if there's an inventory in that item that's not available, we want to make sure you know that it's not available. But as you can see here, I can start going in and say I want 1 black, 3 2XL, maybe 4 larges of the black, and I can do the same thing for pewter. And all at once, I'm ordering for my entire team. I can add that to the cart. So again, very easy ordering, and as customizable as you like it. We can also do promotional items. So as you can see here, I've got a couple already loaded. And if I pull in this stress ball here and personalize it, I'm going to go ahead and select the color here. Now I've got a logo in here because it's white, so it's not showing up. But you can see here that I've got that drop down, so I can use that on any product within the site. I can use that database. So I'm going to go ahead and we'll choose that for now, and I'm going to go ahead and hit the build proof. And there we go, we have our ball. Now if I can still come in and make some changes. So if I want to go to maybe a brighter red, and I can upload my own, we can make it so you can upload your own logos, or again, those can be a part of the drop down. So we can have our logos inside that database as well. Build that proof. And there you go, I've got a whole new look just from a couple changes. So I've got a new logo, new information, new color, and all of this gets passed to us when you order. Another great option that we have available are kits. So in this case, we're using it for sales onboarding. So anytime a salesman comes on, we're able to have them come in and build a kit. And basically what it does is it gives them the items that they want, and they can kind of pass over the items that they don't want and get all that at once. So I know I'm going to want more business cards than that. And maybe some more kit covers. And I can go ahead and order a shirt for myself. So this is a kind of an example of just the buttons where you still click on the color and the size, change the quantity, add it to the kit. You'll see that showed up right here. And I can change my mind and say, I'm not sure I want kit covers right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and tick that off. Then I click add to cart. Because that business card is a variable data item, it is gonna ask me to fill that out real quick so we can capture, get that information and get that correct. I'm gonna go ahead and use one of our previously ordered ones. And there we go. Go ahead and add that to the cart. All right. And there it is. So going back to the other cart that we have, deleted. Sorry, I'm going in between just for the presentation. So I'm gonna add something to the cart just so you can see how this works. All right, so just to go over how the cart works for you, um, if there was any recommended items, you would see that here. We can still make changes here. So that's what anytime you see edit attributes, you can make those changes. And that's possible for fillable items or variable data items as well. You can save it for later. So if I click on that, it'll just kind of drop that out of my current cart and just save there until I'm ready to go ahead and process that order. Go ahead and add it back, or I can completely remove it altogether using the remove option. I can still change my quantity. All of that can be done within the cart. I can even go back to a variable data item and make changes to it and then add it back to the cart. So it's everything in here is still very customizable. Going into the checkout option, so we can have this fill out automatically with your business's addresses. We can actually make an address book for you, so you can see that that's all in there. Just to, again, try and saving you as much typing as possible. Billing, we can do the same thing here. Order tags, so if you are ordering for someone often or you know you're gonna wanna call back to this later, you can say, hey, I need to know that I did this order. So you can type kind of something you'll remember. You can click on your desired ship date. So if you know you need this by the 28th, put that in there and we'll make sure that we meet that deadline as much as possible. As far as additional information goes, we can capture any information that you need to capture at the time of checkout. So if that's, you know, employee ID like I have here, or location, or anything that you want to capture for your own personal marketing, we can capture that here. I'm going to go ahead and enter just a random one here. And then order comments. This is for us. Any comments you need us to know about your order, we can enter that here. Go ahead and review and place my order. For shipping purposes, we do have it. Go ahead and make sure that the address is correct. We just want to make sure that we're going to be able to get it to you or to your customer. So as I said before, our shipping is built in to the system. So the system does talk to the UPS, FedEx, and USPS, so we're getting real-time costs, and it's based on weight. So if I go ahead and come in here, and add, hold on, I'm gonna go ahead and yeah, we'll do that, that's fine. Oh, I didn't want to accept another. Get back to that screen. So you see here, I've got a pounds in here now. So it is going to go ahead and using that poundage, calculate that based on the zip code that it's going to and how much it weighs, and talk to those whatever we're using to deliver that to. Of course, we do have our courier service, so that is signature press delivery, and we do that along most of the Wasatch Front. We also do have a will call here at our location, so we can do that as well. We can do promo codes. So if you want to offer a discount, whether it be a dollar discount or a percentage discount, we can do that, and we can even have a limit on how much that discount reaches. So that is available. As far as payment goes, we can do several options. We can do a credit card. So our system is already set up to accept credit cards. You do not need to have your own payment gateway. We've taken care of that for you. Our site is protected with a security certificate. So we are doing everything we can there. We do not store any credit card information here at Signature Press, and our payments are PCI compliant. We can also do a bill me later option, which is for our clients and customers who have credit with Signature Press, and is basically what you would know as a net 30 account. We can also accept POs. So if those clients who do have that bill me later option require a PO, we can have them enter that at this point too. So that's really it for that. And at that point, I would just hit place order if I had something in here that cost, so I could do that. Just some other things that are available to you, and then we'll get into answering some questions. Help desk, you can see all of your help desk tickets in here under tools, and see where those help desks are at, if you have answers, questions, things like that. Reporting, we can do full reporting on this site, so anything that would help you do your job or know how an item is performing, know who's ordered and when, we can do that. So I'm pulling up our order history here. You can see that I've got my full order history of I can select a date range. So right now it's just doing the last 7 days, but I can do the last 90 days, or I can do a date range. I can export the PDF of this, or an Excel sheet. And not only that, but if you know that you're using this often, we can go in and have it sent to you automatically at certain dates or times or whatever you need, so that you're not having to come in here and run that every single time. We do have a calendar available as well, so that you can actually have all your users on the same calendar, and they can see when events are coming up, like a trade show or an open house, so that they know that they need to have items for that, and can keep that up to date. Under account, we do have details. So those details are your sign-on details. So if that changes, you can let us know, so we make sure we're getting it to the right person in the right place. You can see your order history. So right now you can see that I've got a couple orders in. I have one that's approval pending. So when it says approval pending, that means that until the person in your organization approves it, we at Signature Press don't even see it. It just stays there until it's been approved. The minute they approve it though, it sends it right to us, and it sends it to you, letting you know that we're ready to go. I can also come in here and see all of my items that have been already delivered. And if I click on one of these, it'll show me what I delivered. I can view the PDF of what it was, and I can do a quick reorder right here. And remember those tags that we entered in the checkout? That's what this is right here. So I can search by those tags. So just makes it a little easier. Pending approvals is again where you'd see those approvals that are those orders that are waiting for approval. Favorites, so those items, those that I added as a favorite, you can see here just really quickly, just for some quick ordering. My library is everything that I have filled out that's a variable data in the past. So I can reorder from there without having to fill things in. Messages, we can do messaging throughout your organization just as another way for you to keep in contact with all of your customers or coworkers, wherever that may be. Lists is any list that you have uploaded for mailing, so you can see those here. And lastly, global profiles are those databases that we talked about. So those locations or whatever it may be, you can see those here. If you change a location, you can change that here. And again, this can all be locked down, so only certain people see it. With orders, you can make it so that you see all orders that have been made on your portal. We can really customize this to be however you want it to be. Like I said, very powerful piece of software, and we're excited to show it to you.